What's happening, YouTube? It's Simon466cards, and today we're going to talk about hobby creativity, comparing Topps and Fanatics with Panini. Now, if you've watched some of my previous videos, you know that I'm a much bigger fan of how Fanatics and Topps are approaching the hobby versus Panini. Topps and Fanatics are trying new things. Some of them are going to be good ideas, some of them might not work out. But at least they're trying new things to grow the hobby, make the cards more interesting, and bring in new people with these new ideas. Whereas Panini just seems like they're going through the motions, they're just going to print more cards, and they're not trying anything new. And it's not just that they've already lost the licensing to basketball and football coming up. I felt this way before they lost the licenses. Panini is not really bringing anything new to the table. And what I'm about to show you, I think, really drives home that point. So on your screen right now, it is a checklist on Topps.com about 2023 Topps Inception Baseball. And if you scroll down, they have a new subset or insert. It says here, new this year, they have a new thing called the First Milestones Auto Relics, which takes a rookie's auto with an actual relic from a Major League Baseball authenticated base from the game they recorded their first hit. You can see here, there's a select number of dates that they're going to do this for, but this is really cool. The first game where the player gets a hit, they'll take a piece of the base that was used in that game and add it to the card along with an autograph. Really cool stuff. And so I looked up one such card on eBay, and so you can see here, this is someone by the name of Oscar Colas, and you can see here, this is the card. It's numbered to 99. There's his on-card auto, so very good right there. And you can see here, this is what looks to be a base, and along with a hologram here. And if you go to the back, it says the signing of all autograph cards is witnessed by Topps. And the relic in this card has been authenticated through the Major League Baseball authentication, and then you enter the code from the hologram at mlb.com/authentication. So that's what I did. I looked up this number, so it's 195284KV, right? So I went to mlb.com/authentication. I entered the KV 195284, and it tells you this base is from March 30th, 2023. It was a 2022 World Series Championship jewel base, and it was at the first base between innings 7 to 9 on March 30th, 2023, which of course is when he got his first hit. You can see here, 3/30/23, first career base hit for Oscar Colas. This is really cool. It's not too heavy on information. It just gives you a link where you go and enter this code, and then you get more information about the card so that they don't have to write it all on the back of this card, which is probably going to be very time consuming. So the way they've done it with the hologram and the code makes a lot of sense to me. And my question is, why hasn't Panini done anything like this? Again, this is something new that they're trying. It says here, new this year, right? New this year in 2023. Here's what Topps is doing. Why can't Panini do something like this for their products? For example, if an NBA rookie makes their first basket, usually in their first game, well, we're not going to be able to get the ball. We're probably not going to be able to get the jersey. We're not going to be able to get the shoes. Why not just cut down pieces of the net that are used in the first game that this player scores a basket? That's pretty straightforward. Nobody's going to care about the net that much. You can cut it up into a million different pieces because there's so many different pieces to the net. And it's not that hard. It's just a piece of string and nylon from a net. Like, they need to move the baskets out of the court at the end of the game anyway. Just have someone cut down the net and string up a new net, and you're done. Like, this would cost not a lot of time. Like maybe 30 minutes of some low level paying employee's time to do this, and then string up a new one. Just get the arena crew to do this. It's not that hard. Why haven't we seen that for the NBA? I don't understand. This is really straightforward. It's a simple idea. It's basically what Topps is doing. Why don't we see that creativity from Panini? Because they've stopped caring. They've never really cared about the hobby. That's my personal take on it. And they're not looking to try new ideas because they're on the way out. But even if we had come up with this idea 4 years ago, they probably still wouldn't have done it because they're not really good at new ideas. They don't try new things, right? Like, what have they tried that's new in the last few years? I would say not a whole lot. If you want to talk about what Panini does for ideas, well, here it is. Here's my favorite player. You probably know it's Joel Embiid. The night he scored 70, they created a Panini instant of him, and it's just him holding the game ball with a sign that says 70. This is pretty underwhelming. I did buy this card because, as you will see here, this is the 1 of 1, and I bought it from eBay. But like, if you compare this to this, like, that's the levels of creativity that we're talking about. Let's just create more parallels of a picture that's not even from the game, where we couldn't get a better picture of Joel, versus like, here's an on-card auto with a piece of material from the actual game, from the base that he got his first base hit in. Like, it's not comparable when you think about what Topps and Fanatics are doing in terms of new ideas versus what Panini is doing, which is just, well, let's make a bunch of parallels and take a picture and call it a day. It's just so disappointing. And so I can't wait for Panini to get out of here and for Fanatics and Topps to take over basketball and football, even though I'm strictly a basketball guy at this point. Like, to me, it's not close in terms of the ideas, the creativity, and honestly, just the strategy behind everything. That's it. That's the video. Would love to hear your thoughts and comments. Do you agree with me that Topps and Fanatics have better ideas for the hobby and better creativity for the hobby than what Panini has done over the last few years? I certainly think so, but would love to hear your thoughts and comments down below. Thank you, as always, for listening and watching. I will talk to you all soon. Cheers.